Secrets unearthed. Names revealed. Truth escapes. Temple unlocked.
So they thought they had him. Anonymous leaked emails, strategic media drops, headlines screaming Trump's name next to Epstein. The Democrats launched their October surprise in November, convinced that they finally found the silver bullet. But then something beautiful happened on live television in front of millions of people. Their entire conspiracy collapsed in 7 words. One slip of the tongue from their top propagandist, and suddenly MSNBC is facing massive lawsuits while the real Epstein files prepare to blow the lid off of everything. And what you're about to see will expose the biggest political frame job in American history. And guys, I can't stress this. This is huge. So this isn't just about leaked emails. This is about a coordinated conspiracy to destroy President Trump using the most disgusting lie imaginable, trying to connect him to Jeffrey Epstein's crimes. And the Democrats, guess what? They're working with complicit media, selectively leaked documents to create a false narrative. Again, like everything they do is fake. They wanted America to believe that Trump was involved with Epstein's evil network. But here's what they didn't count on. The victims, they were speaking up. The actual victims of Epstein have stated repeatedly that Trump did nothing wrong. Not political spinning. No, not media speculating. The victims themselves, guys. Yet Democrats pushed forward, weaponizing the pain of abuse survivors like they weaponize everything for political gain. Now the whole scheme is unraveling. Congressional rebels have the votes to force the release of all the Epstein files, not the cherry-picked leaks, but everything. And those files tell a very different story. They show Epstein hated Trump. They show Trump banned him from Mar-a-Lago. They show Epstein trying to get dirt on Trump for Russia. Most damning thing that they had? They show Bill Clinton visiting Epstein's White House 17 times. The Democrats just opened Pandora's box, folks, and they're about to be consumed by what comes out. So while Democrats manufacture hoaxes with leaked emails, real criminals already have your emails thanks to the biggest Gmail hack in history. 183 million passwords have been exposed. And these identity thieves don't need to frame you, folks. They'll just become you, draining your accounts, destroying credit while you fight to prove your innocence. Just like Trump's fighting these false allegations, you'll be fighting false charges on your credit cards. That's why Virtual Shield is essential. They scan the dark web where your leaked data is being traded, alert you instantly to threats, and provide up to $5 million in identity protection. Their US-based experts handle the cleanup while you focus on life. This Black Friday, protect your identity for just $4.88 a month at virtualshield.com/next news. And again, don't let criminals frame you. Get Virtual Shield at virtualshield.com/next news. Do it now. So the smoking gun came from Psaki's own mouth. While pushing the Epstein smear on MSNBC, she accidentally called Trump a predator before frantically trying to walk it back. And guess what, folks? It was too late. That's defamation on live television, opening her and MSNBC to massive lawsuits. But it proves what we knew, that this was never about justice or victims. It was about framing Trump. Then Marjorie Taylor Greene dropped the bomb. Congress has the votes to force the release of all of the Epstein documents, not the leaked excerpts, not edited versions, like everything. And that's what terrifies Democrats. The files show Epstein offering himself to the Kremlin as an expert on Trump because he hated him so much. And if Russia controlled Trump like Democrats claimed, why would they need Epstein's insight? The entire narrative is collapsing. So I want you guys to witness the spectacular collapse of the Democrats' Epstein hoax as their own words destroy their conspiracy on live television. And again, they're leaking, they're lying, they manufacture narratives, but sometimes in their desperation to destroy Trump, they reveal exactly what they're doing. Scott Jennings just exposed their entire sick game on CNN. And I want you guys to watch him dismantle the Democrat strategy of using Epstein's victim as political weapons while ignoring the real predators in their own party. I want you guys to take a look.
Then why is the White House fighting it so much? That's my question here, because I do agree with you. It might die in the Senate. So then why is the White House fighting it like they are?
Because I think they believe that the time spent on this and that the Republicans who've bought into the Democratic tactics on this are ultimately hurting the president's agenda and hurting the overall Republican effort to change this country for the better. The president firmly believes this is nothing but a distraction tactic ginned up by Democrats who didn't care about this one bit until a couple of months ago. They didn't care about it when Joe Biden was the president. Now they care about it to try to tie up this presidency. He's lived through these things before. He's lived through these kinds of, wild goose chases before. It's all designed to tie him up. He recognizes it. He doesn't want his own party members to fall for it, but I think a few probably will.
I think some people might dispute the wild goose chase part, just given obviously the victims that are at the heart of this and the survivors.
No, regarding him, the Democratic allegation, it's thinly veiled, but the Democratic allegation is that Donald Trump did something untoward, unethical, or worse. You hear people say it on television day in and day out. They've not tried to hide the misleading of the American people, and there's not a shred of evidence that Donald Trump has done anything wrong. But that's what they want you to believe. And so if Republicans aid and abet the Democrats in this, you can see why Donald Trump would be mad about it. All I know is that the president has previously expressed some discomfort about the idea of releasing a bunch of files from an investigation that is closed that may contain names of people who did nothing wrong, but would be smeared if the files were become public. I mean, obviously, there were powerful people involved. I don't think anybody disputes that. And I have said repeatedly, and Bakari and I agree on this, if powerful people got away with things, we need to know that, and they do need to be brought to justice. But it is highly likely that there'll be names in these documents of people who literally did nothing wrong.
Okay, they better be coming out with these documents every single day. Our number one thing is, did they release more Epstein stuff? But the Democrat allegation is paper thin. But they want you guys to believe this so bad. There's not a shred of evidence Trump did anything wrong. We want this stuff to come out too. But then came the moment that will cost MSNBC millions of dollars. Jen Psaki, the face of Biden's propaganda machine, went on live television to push the Epstein smear. In her eagerness to frame Trump, she made a catastrophic error. Like, if I did that, I'd be fired. Watch her accidentally reveal what this is really about. Then watch her panic as she realized she just committed defamation on live television. Take a look.
In supporting what Donald Trump is doing.
You're talking about the other predators out there, in addition to Trump. I mean, I'm not saying he is. We don't know all the details about that. I just mean in addition to what we've learned about Epstein and others, there's other predators out there.
Did you see how quickly she was backpedaling? She was freaking out. Her eyes are huge. She's like, oh my God, I just said that. Oh, what did I do? And she said other predators in addition to Trump. And that's legally actionable defamation. And she knows this. MSNBC knows it. And their lawyers, they're panicking. Now, here's the game changer. Marjorie Taylor Greene went scorched earth, revealing not just a plan to release all of Epstein files, but what early documents already show, that the victims, the actual victims Democrats claim to care about, have cleared Trump completely. But there's more. The intelligence connections everyone's been trying to hide. Watch her drop truth bombs that have Democrats scrambling. Take a look.
I want to start in a place that I don't like to start with, but everybody wants to know what's going on with this Epstein stuff. And there was some news about the Democrats releasing new emails. Anyway, I don't want to tell you what I think. I want to know what you think, because you matter more. What do you think about this information? What is this going to get a big reception on the Hill? Is the discharge petition going to pass?
Great question. Well, as you know, my name is on the discharge petition, and today the speaker is supposed to be swearing in the new Democrat member of Congress that says that she will be signing the discharge petition. So that will create 218 signatures to release Thomas Massey's bill to release the Epstein files. But I also serve on the Oversight Committee, and I'm involved in our investigation on the Oversight Committee into the Epstein files. And we have already had a lot of information been released to us. So much information that I haven't made my way through all of it yet. And I actually have a meeting today about those emails that the Democrats had released. Those were emails I had not seen yet. The one thing that I will tell you is over and over and over again, the victims, the actual victims of Jeffrey Epstein have said that Donald Trump did nothing wrong. And I think that their voices speak the loudest, and those are the women that I'm listening to. And I look forward to seeing them again. I think we're planning to have another press conference next week.
So the victims have said over and over and over again that Donald Trump did nothing wrong. Case closed, right? Democrats, BTFO, right? So anyways, congressional insider Thomas Massey just confirmed what happens next, that the discharge petition is ready. And the votes, they're there. When this hits the House floor, representatives will have to choose transparency or cover-up. And the bipartisan coalition is demanding full disclosure is growing by the hour. And Democrats who spend years demanding transparency are about to eat their own words. Take a look.
If this comes on the floor, I will vote for it. I want transparency. It's the worst PR job I've seen anywhere. I mean, initially, back in February or March, whatever it was, we have all the Epstein lists right here. We're going to release it. And then all of a sudden, there's nothing. It was sort of they shot themselves in the foot on this.
The Epstein vote's coming to the floor. Are you going to vote for it, this bill?
Yeah,
you are.
I would. Yeah. I'm going to vote for it if it comes up. I'm not on the Judiciary Committee, but I did want Pam Bondi to come and do some explaining. How is it that you had everything teed up and then suddenly there's nothing. You handed out binders to journalists. What was in the binders?
I'm a Florida girl. I have 2 daughters. So I'm thinking, I mean, you know, I'm sure that the president has nothing to fear.
Yeah.
We do need to know. We do need to know everything about Epstein.
And that is a broad cross-section of the Republican conference right there, from some more moderate members like Congresswoman Salazar and Congressman Don Bacon, who represents the swing district, to more conservative members there from Warren Davidson and Eli Crane. And it just shows you the breadth of support that there is right now for this bill. So a big question is going to be how many Republicans would require about 70 or so to break ranks to get that magic veto-proof majority. And if it does get a significant number, that would pressure the Senate to act.
I think it's about time that up to 70 Republicans are ready to defy anybody who tries to stop this. It's happening, guys. It better be happening. The establishment is in full panic mode as President Trump himself just annihilated their narrative on Truth Social. And check out this devastating breakdown of what these leaked emails actually show. Epstein hated Trump. Epstein tried to blackmail Trump, and Epstein offered to help Russia specifically because he had no actual access to Trump. And every leaked email proves Trump's innocence while exposing the real network. So the hoax is dead, guys. The files are coming. The Democrats who thought they could use Epstein to destroy Trump just destroyed themselves. Because when you're demanding transparency, you better be ready for what comes to light. And Clinton's 17 White House visits, the intelligence connections, the cover-up network, it's all about to spill out. And we can't wait for this to happen. And this is the moment that the hunters become the hunted. Democrats leaked emails saying that they're going to frame Trump. Instead, they triggered a bipartisan revolution demanding every single document be released without filters, no redactions, no protection for the guilty parties. And the votes, they're locked. The discharge petition is ready, and when those files drop, we're finally going to get to see who was on the Express, who really visited Epstein's properties, who really participated in his criminal network. And Trump's name, it isn't on those flight logs, guys, but Bill Clinton appears 26 times. The email proves Epstein despised Trump, but they also prove which politicians that Epstein owned. The Democrats just committed political self-harming, and they're about to take half of Washington down with them. So this is what desperation looks like. Democrats manufactured a hoax so vile, so disgusting, that even Epstein's victims had to speak up and defend Trump. They weaponized the suffering and abuse of survivors for political points, just like they did with the shutdown, just like they do for everything else, like they do with crime across the country. They selectively leaked emails while hiding the full truth. And when their media puppet accidentally called Trump a predator on live television, she exposed the entire conspiracy. Now they're about to reap the whirlwind. Every Epstein document, folks, every flight log, every visitor record, every intelligence connection, all of it is about to become public. And the Democrats who demanded transparency are terrified of what Americans will see. They wanted to destroy Trump with lies. Instead, they're about to be destroyed by truth. So here's my question to you. Should every politician who flew with Epstein be immediately expelled from office? I want to know your thoughts in the comments, yes or no. And if you guys want to support real journalism that exposes real corruption, check out our merch shop below. The truth is winning.